Today's day 17. And just if you're curious, I just recorded this video and my first mic died. So I'm meant to do it again for some reason. So I'm here for it. Uh, so let me tell you all the things. Yesterday in my video, if you watched it, you found out that I was going to an Andy Grammer concert. If you know me, you know that I will move mountains to go see this man. No, Ben is not threatened. I just feel like we are two humans where our lights aligned. And I feel like through his entire career, I have been drawn to his music. And I feel like it's an evolving of his understanding of personal growth, his values, his relationship with vulnerability and shame and pain and suffering to learn to grow. Long story short is I have been so drawn to his work for many, many years. I've seen him in concert probably 20 plus times. And yesterday morning, a couple days before that, I knew he was going to be in Detroit. But it's really hard to kind of book tickets right now because we don't really know where we're going to be. So planning is really hard. And so yesterday morning, I was like, I really think I need to go to this thing. And so Ben, as glorious as he is, said yes and was like, okay, we'll lose sleep. We did, in fact, lose sleep. I only got 5 hours last night, but I'm still buzzing from this. Okay. So we did all the things yesterday. Then we drove the 2.5+ hours to get there. It was in this like monastic cathedral. So I feel like it had this like energy about it, like the space. I also had never been to Detroit before. Very cool, although we didn't get to appreciate the city as much as I had hoped. And this show, full stop, amazing. My soul is more filled. I feel joy. I mean, I felt all of those before, but I feel like to feel like you can be in the presence of somebody who's doing the work and then organizes a show that leaves people feeling awe, inspired, the power of vulnerability, the power to be seen and loved exactly as you are. Like these are all things that like I am obsessed with. And I feel like as every album of his comes out, I'm just like, yes, we are progressing on our development as a human at similar paces. And so to like give you context, a few years ago, he released a song called I Wish You Pain. And that sounds counterintuitive, but just hold with me here. It was like, tell me of a time when you had incredible suffering and pain, and how have you learned and grown from it? And I remember being part of the VIP group, and like he like put us into a circle and had us talking about like these moments of pain, real quick, deep connection. And what was profound to see in these circles is people do make it through those moments. Even in the moment, if you don't believe it, you do get to the other side. And so he's singing the song last night and he's talking about this. I already know this, but like I already know why he wrote it. And the whole idea is like, I wish you pain because in the pain, your heart cracks open and it allows the light to come through to give you that like power in your own capacity. It is profound. Like that's how his music is the whole time. And like to be in an audience where like a lot of people believe in that same essence, that same energy, that same light is so incredible. And so last night, I went, this is like the first show I've seen in this particular tour. And this tour is all about greater than myself. Like empathy is greater than ego, vulnerability is greater than shame. Like just to name a few. But he talked about like so many things like vulnerability and shame and human connection and um ego and honestly, magic. It was a combination of like stories and spoken word poetry and songs that we all know. You probably know it because they play in some department store and you like didn't know it was Andy Grammer. And honestly, I loved it. We're going to see him in Portland as well. So we knew that we were going to double on this. But if you have a chance to see him, you absolutely should. I mean, I am obsessed. I know that. Okay. So there's no reasonableness with me with anything that I do. But this was phenomenal. I'm still buzzing. Okay. So we leave, we come back. And on the way back home, I am listening to a recent interview, Todd Maddie's interview for the Seek and Joy podcast. And just so you guys know, like I listen to them after I record them, I edit them, and then I publish them and then I listen to them again. And it is so strange, but like the power of hearing human stories and like this idea around, growth and these hard moments push us to become the best humans that we can. I I don't wish horrible things for you, but I wish you to have experiences that allow you to grow, just like Annie was talking about in that song. Because you are capable and you are wise and you are loved exactly as you were, as you are, and as you will be. And I think there's some stinking magic in that. Oh, it was just so good. And then in like the middle of it, he he's like walking around and he has like these objects on stage and so they're like talking points and there's like a mirror and like a turtle and like this musical meditation tool that his mom used. His mom passed when he was in his 20s. And on top of that, uh he he's like, there are profound things that I have learned and like I've learned from wise teachers. And he brings up this one thing that I say so often. And I literally looked at Ben and I was like, I can't believe this. I was talking about this just like last week and I think about it so often. Ready? The South African philosophy, Ubuntu, roughly translated, stands for or is represented by I am because we are. I'm like, shit, mic drop. Like, I was like, I cannot believe this. Like, I was just talking about this. I am because we are. Like, oh my gosh, it makes me think of like nature and how there's this root systems underneath kind of the surface of the earth that we walk on, and everything's interconnected. But it also makes me think of the power of human connection. And right, like, if we can do things in life that bring to life this human connection and human potential, and if we can see people and say, I love you no matter what, in the good days and the bad days and everywhere in between, like, crap, that is insane. Like, we are so connected. Like, I am because of the connections I made. I am because of all of those who came before me. I am because the potential of the future, the relationships that I'm going to have, the inspirational moments that I have. I am because of the music I listen to. I am the influences that have shaped me into the person I am, both experiences and events and people and connections. Yes, we live in an individualistic world, but I think I feel more lonely and alone and that depressive heaviness feeling when I am in isolation, not when I'm in connection. So he's like doing all of this. I am like literally buzzing in my seat. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I feel like every single album that comes out, he is growing, I'm growing, and then I'm just like super validated with whatever he's talking about. My soul is like awe. My soul is filled. I am inspired. Oh my gosh. Insane. Okay. So I'm like working on 5 hours of sleep, but I am like not regretting this decision at all. this year was about the year of saying yes. Yes, it was hard, but oh my gosh, if you have the chance to see him, you should absolutely go see him. He's definitely traveling all over the US and he'll probably do it again. I think he really, really likes performing. And I just like love the fact that he pushes the envelope on what it looks like. Okay, so I got up this morning, still in the thick of 75 hard, not gonna fail there. And I was like, okay, well, I can be extreme, I can go to the gym, but I was like, you know what? Like, we didn't really get to have a coffee time this morning because he didn't sleep in, but I did a little bit. And I was like, will you just go for a walk with me? And if you know my journey with 75 hard, like I have had like a minor foot, I don't want to say injury. It's just like overworked. So I needed to like give it a rest. Haven't been able to walk. Like obviously I can walk, but like not for like as exercise. So I've been biking a lot, I've been going to the gym, and so this morning I was like, my foot feels pretty good. Can we go on a walk? And and we did. And it was like so delightful to add on to my word from yesterday. And I saw beautiful flowers. I like flipped a pine cone over and saw like kind of the Fibonacci sequence. So that was great. And we had a great conversation. The air was crisp. And then I came back and I was like getting ready to go to Great Mornings, which is the gratitude group I'm a part of. And I was paired with two new people. Okay, by two new people, I mean like a family and another person. And they were so great. I hadn't yet been with them, and I've been doing this for almost 3 consecutive weeks. And maybe it has been 3 weeks. I don't know, but it's been a long time. And the family was like 2 kids and the dad, and he has more kids, but like those are the 2 that showed up. And the other woman was such a delight. Like, and they brought so much wonderful energy, and the kids were so phenomenal. They did gratitudes and affirmations, and like, oh my gosh, it was so cute. And I just like am so inspired by the fact that there are young people doing these practices that I think move the bar and remind us of that I am because we are. I am because we are. And yeah, I'm so inspired. I have a lot more things to do today, but oh man, it is great. It is great to be alive. And I am so grateful. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the connection we have. I am grateful that I am inspired every single day. I'm grateful that we're in Michigan and we can be around Ben's family. I am grateful that my mom helped ship lights to us the other day. I am grateful that the sun is shining and it's a new day and a new opportunity and a new chance for me to walk up to a stranger and be like, you got this. Maybe they don't feel it and maybe it comes off as a little bit aggressive, but like I'm extra. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. Anyways, I see you, I value you, I think you're amazing just as you are. And today's gonna unfold exactly the way it needs to be. May the people come into your life that need to be here today. May you feel a little bit of love and joy. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being with me. And yeah, let's go do this day. Bye.